It's important to know that everyone has narcissistic traits and qualities to a certain degree. It's normal and completely human. There can be a fine line, however, between healthy and egotistical and then full blown NPD. So here is a checklist of what to look for if you are trying to identify that maybe somebody has high levels of narcissism. Number one, boundaries. What are those? A narcissist won't even bother to learn what your boundaries are. And rest assured, even if it is somehow or another ingrained into their brain, they will be completely disregarded when the narcissist needs or wants something. Each line that you draw won't just be crossed, it will be erased if the narcissist can get away with it. Number two, you can't criticize perfection. Toxic people, like narcs, become very defensive at even the slightest, most constructive criticism that anybody gives them. A narc might try to flip things around onto the other person and or lash out at this person to make them drop the subject. So look out for those people in your life who you can't seem to tell anything to because they already know everything. Number three, gross predatory behavior. Narcissists are hunters. They seek out and pull in any and everyone who they feel will at some point serve some kind of purpose and help them in a positive way. They'll flirt with people that they don't even plan on dating yet, just to suck that person in and then put them on hold on the back burner. Look for a pattern of exploiting people and using everyone they know for everything they've got. Number four, absolutely pathetic delusions of grandeur. Narcissists are very delusional people. This is a very delusional disorder to have. Narcissists live inside a fantasy world, a false narrative that they've created where they're right, they're perfect, they're beautiful, they're powerful, they're this, that, and everything else. And everybody else is the opposite. This may have them experiencing those fantasies of power, wealth, maybe being a celebrity, maybe knowing celebrities and hanging out with them. They might be delusional about their beauty or their brilliance or, well, maybe their lack thereof. Number five, morbid grandiosity. In some narcissists, this is easier to see than others. It's easier to see some of the grandiose behavior in the overt narcissist, but don't be confused. A covert narcissist is absolutely just as grandiose as anybody else. Grandiosity can reveal itself as this ridiculous notion that a narcissist has of inflated self-importance. Nothing would happen if the narcissist didn't make it so. And this sign can also include several massive ego trips and boasting. Nothing would get done without me. The sun wouldn't rise without me. And they think they're so great, they're so powerful, and nothing would be as good as it is without them. If you're currently on your journey of healing from narcissistic abuse, you are not alone. As a survivor myself, I understand all about this journey. And that's why I offer a safe place for you to share your experiences and receive support right over the phone. I provide counseling sessions tailored to whatever you need, whether you're struggling with self-doubt, boundary setting, or navigating the aftermath of abuse. I am here to validate and guide you towards healing. The information that you need to get started to talk with me is right on the screen for you now. It's also available down in the video description. Number six, the ugliest color is jealousy. Narcissists are jealous of what you have and, of course, what they don't have. They have that feeling of entitlement. They deserve everything. You deserve nothing. Not only are jealousy and envy very common things when it comes to a narcissist, they can have these feelings and then proceed to lash out at people that they're jealous of. They might even try to belittle what somebody has done or attempt to minimize someone's triumph or accomplishment. Or in some cases, they might even try to take credit for those things. Well, yeah, you got the job, but I mean, come on, I told you they were hiring, something to that effect. You'll see every little desperate attempt to get some kind of credit or some kind of power or to make you feel bad about what you have, because the narcissist is dripping with jealousy. Number 7, the hallmark lack of empathy. Narcissism is an incredibly selfish disorder, and the lack of empathy is one of the most common things to look for. If you're dealing with a person who can never see your side of things, isn't interested in your side, and really only cares about how anything affects them, this could potentially be a sign that someone has NPD. Number 8, the master manipulator. There is no level that a narcissist won't stoop to in order to get what they want. They have several tools at their disposal when it comes to manipulating people, such as love bombing, guilt tripping, gaslighting, denial, coercion, blame shifting, victim playing, shaming, stonewalling, ghosting, just to name a few. And most tactics that narcissists will employ either focus on cutting off contact or confusing their victim. Number 9, please notice me. These are some of the neediest people that you'll ever meet in your life. This person will post on social media, fishing for compliments and feel-goods. They might even post very inflammatory posts to get people spun up and arguing amongst themselves. They might want a pat on the back for everything. There's not enough validation in the world. They want admiration, adoration, validation, worship, praise, love, compliments, and more. Oh, so much more. Number 10, the sense of entitlement. This is one I consider to be another hallmark of narcissism. A narcissist truly feels they're above everybody else. Rules are made for everybody except them. They're above the rules. They can do as they please. They have what I call like celebrity mentality, the don't you know who I am? I shouldn't have to wait in line. I shouldn't have to pay full price, or I shouldn't get in trouble, etc. By the way, if you don't go along with their way of thinking here, enjoy that meltdown hissy fit. These things don't always necessarily point to having the full-blown disorder. There is a difference between narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder, and all of that, frankly, should be left to the professionals. If someone has several of these signs and is doing these things consistently, at the very least, it's toxic, and you might want to think about avoiding this person. But remember, you have to see a pattern of these things for it to more than likely be narcissism. A pattern of a lack of empathy has to develop. We all don't have empathy sometimes. We're all having a bad day, and we're short, or we're snippy, or we're jealous, or we're selfish. Again, normal to have some low levels of these signs and symptoms, but we have to look for patterns. Again, leave that to the professionals, but use this checklist to see, this person sounds pretty toxic and maybe I should avoid them. Tell me, would you add anything to the list? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for listening. If you found this video interesting or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's free and it helps support my goal of reaching as many survivors of abuse as possible. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.